This is the Jones Ultra Craft. This basically says
pretty much
is
they're
the
all
hovercraft
mountain
not
freestyle.
enough for you? Yeah.
It's right at switch mostly.
Take or switch.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
I put my bindings on back.
I think it's an asymmetrical shape.
Yeah, asymmetrical twin.
Yeah, with full magnet traction.
Yeah, super mellow flex.
Yeah. Yeah, I buttered that thing the entire way down the mountain.
I thought Thursday was opposite day.
Yeah, this is basically if you say, God, that hovercraft, just doing 80 miles an hour on the hovercraft isn't enough for me.
Yeah, my nipples aren't scraped off.
Sometimes it isn't.
And that's just not enough for me. And you say, I want carbon fiber. I want this thing to be stiffer. Yeah, like you said, it's not as stiff as the Carbon flagship, but it's way stiffer, and the hovercraft isn't as stiff as the flagship. But so they're kind of staggered equally on the spectrum. But
I'm on the spectrum.
if you're only riding really good snow all the time.
Perfect.
You never see uneven snow.
Not even just really good. It's perfect.
Yeah, and they've even mellowed out the core this year compared to past years. The first time I tried this thing was ridiculous. It was I think it was the GST model, but it was just ridiculous, man. It was just too stiff. This is still too stiff for me. This is too much for me. I'm so much happier with the hovercraft. I think 80% of the people would be happiest day in, day out riding. I mean, you know, the hovercraft is a quiver board. The hoverquiver it's a quiver board, but it can be ridden as a daily driver too. And if you're going to ride the hovercraft in a lot of conditions, you want the regular hovercraft. If you're just going to ride in perfect groomers and carve it up and
in the morning,
and if you're just going to ride in perfect powder, you got a sled, and then
you just snowshoes.
Go get this guy.
I love it so much.
That's good times. But some just evolving technology here. You can kind of see, you know,
the lifted side.
Yeah,
it's
the
like
lifted
spoon.
sides and a little bit. And look at this little hole technology.
You can just spoon it.
Yeah, it's really they're really getting into the fine details of powder displacement, and you know you can kind of see it's slightly lifted here. Now, one thing I like about this versus, let's say, a Battalion, is you know, with their triple base technology, is this has edge hold. Hang on, edge hold, because it has a mellow mag, but it also has camber between the feet. Then camber to about here, camber to about a little past the bindings, and then it's all rocker. So then where this lifts, and you can almost see the base burn kind of highlights where it lifts up. Where it lifts is past the camber, so it doesn't really get weird on you like it does with Battalion, because Battalion has camber from
it's like a push-up bra
to tail,
it's really gonna be awesome.
And then it's lifted. Yeah,
that looks weird.
And then it comes off, and
yeah,
you know, and you're like, dig off the bra, you're like, wah, 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 wah.
That's cool, baby. I like them small.
But yeah.
There's always one. There's always one that likes them small.
You like him a little daffy, a little batty.
Yeah.
But that's something I'll probably have to edit out if my wife sees this. But don't leave my sight, honey.
It's cool, baby.
But I love you. But it's just
he was referencing the song though.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I like it small.
I love it.
That's not an old lady bastard
But
song.
Ren is the kind of guy who likes stiff directional freeride boards.
Yeah.
So this calls to him. For me, is it worth the extra money? No, not for me. I feel like I'm actually getting less with this because I'm getting a board that's less fun in uneven snow, that's less easy to handle throughout the day.
Wow.
So
right.
for me, I'm
That's
getting.
not what this board
I'm
is going
paying
for.
more for. But
Yeah.
if you're somebody who's only riding perfect snow, and you want something a little bit better, and you're willing to pay a lot more, then yes.
And
have
you
the
want
Ultra
that
Craft.
more aggressive.
Well, this
style.
could bring dividends, because if you're used to race your friends and make bets,
Yeah.
you could pay for that, because that's what me and my friends
Racing
do.
for pinks.
Yeah.
Racing for pink slips.
Dang!
Yeah.
I used to own the Carbon flagship, and honestly, if it's a perfect condition day and it's a perfect groomer, I prefer this. I thought it was a little softer, and I felt more confident. I just felt less vibration, surprisingly. I loved it.
And Peter felt more vibration.
I straight lined it.
You did great. I saw you.
Yeah, no, I did, but I felt uncomfortable with watching that nose just start to go.
Just don't look, bro. Just don't look at the nose.
And I'm gonna say it did a very good job of not sending that vibration up to my body, which was very shocking.
I hate when that comes up into your
exactly when you feel it. So it didn't do that, but I was also riding damn near perfect groomer.
The optimistic.
Thank you, Sierra at Tahoe.
And and it was just like perfectly groomed, soft yet firm. So I didn't feel it, but like I could tell that if I were getting into some Chundery snow at all, if that was any more Chundery, that clown shoe would have started really rocking.
And it just feels like I took this down.
There were moments where I literally felt almost a little lift in the board, like I was actually hovering almost for a second.
There
like
you
it was
go.
actually gliding.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Remember our first time on the hovercraft in Deep Powder? When you used to be able to ride with me a lot. Remember before you got a real job, enjoyed the real world, and now just show
now
up
I'm paying
occasionally.
taxes, $10.99 from the good ride, $300 a month.
Hey, we're growing.
Yeah.
We're showing and
Look
growing.
at that growth. Yeah.
Showing and
Hey,
growing.
guess what? It's on film now. When you get your $10.99, you better pay it.
You better pay it.
You better pay your
I'm
taxes.
paying it.
Yeah. Uncle Sam's watching.
They're sending the marshal for you.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee, don't. I'm not. Anyways, though,
If you like to bomb, get
once
it.
again, a
I'm going
very
for
aggressive, super fun, perfect, aggressive bomber. Perfect snow condition.
And
Don't pair it with these
one
minus
last thing.
suck.
I thought the edge to edge was better than I thought it would be because the hovercraft is famous, right? We always compare it to the optimistic, but it's a little slower. I thought this was pretty good.
I thought the edge to edge was
I
worse
thought it
mainly
was
because of
pretty
these
good.
bindings.
I think they're both pretty slow. I think the optimistic
happy
is
with it.
pretty slow edge to edge compared to, let's say, the pick your line. But then once the side cut's fully engaged, the optimistic is way faster than this.
Because the thing about this board, I didn't feel it nervous. I felt like it was like, it didn't want to go.
It's not twitchy.
Yeah.
No.
No, it was just like it was secure and stable and like, go and be happy.
Yeah, it likes to straight line more than it likes to turn. But you can make a turn if you need to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots.
Made a couple of smalls and some mediums.
Okay, well, enough about this
Just
guy.
buy it